Every golfer wants to hit 350 yards off the tee, but to actually average over 350, that is a complete another level. And most people don't ever achieve it. Now, how I know this is because I'm a long drive pro and I compete against the biggest hitters in Europe. And over the last 2 years, I've literally spent my time chasing every single yard possible. And through that, I've learned exactly what it takes in order to get there. So if you really want to build real, repeatable distance, not just that lucky one-off long drive, there are a few things that you need to get right. Because if you miss even one of them, you're never going to reach your true potential. So this is exactly what it takes to average over 350. Now, the first one is where most golfers are leaving the most distance on the table. And lucky for me, being a personal trainer, I already had this one pretty much down. But for the majority of golfers, they don't. In fact, they've never probably trained their body in order to swing faster. And the biggest thing is you don't have to start with really complex things. Just get yourself in the gym and start to make your fitness levels better. I'm a big believer that most people should actually start with their body. How many of you have actually been to a lesson where your coach is like, I want you to get in this position? And guess what? You can't even do it. So how do you expect your swing to get better? How do you expect to get faster? How do you expect to get more efficient if you haven't got the body to do that? For me, getting yourself in the gym, getting your general fitness levels up is one of the biggest ways that you can generate more speed. Just by getting stronger, just by getting fitter, it's gonna make a dramatic difference. So if there's one thing you need to do from today, get yourself in the gym, maybe even go follow my fitness account and I can give you some free tips, but go and start enhancing your own fitness levels. Go and make that body stronger, and I guarantee you're gonna start swinging it faster too. Now, without this one, you have got absolutely no chance of driving it 350, let alone averaging 350. Because without this one, I was struggling to even swing over 130 miles an hour. I was still quite fast compared to your average golfer, but then when I started speed training, I'm swinging it now almost 20 mile an hour faster. Think about that, 20 miles an hour. And this is now how I'm comfortably driving it over 350. Because when I get on the course, I don't need to swing 100%. I've got so much more in the tank. I've got that next gear that I can shift up to whenever I want. And if you're having to swing 100% in order to hit it 350 on the course, guess what, mate? You're not going to be down fairways. You're going to be just having lost balls. So what we need to do is start swinging each week at full max intent. 100% training that max speed. Once we then get that max speed higher, guess what? We've then got that lovely baseline speed, a lot higher than it was before, and now you're going to be able to do it comfortably. This can be the difference from having a wedge in a green compared to an 8-iron or 7-iron. And I guarantee over time, you're going to put a wedge closer to a pin than a 7 or 8-iron. This is what you're missing out on. And if you really want to be that person launching it over 350, you need to start taking it seriously. And what I mean by that is get yourself some overswing speed sticks, training aids. I personally use a speed toad. Get yourself a little swing speed monitor. I use a PRGR, literally like 200 quid. The thing is, it's actually so accurate as well. And you know, Trackmans and GC quads are so expensive. So this is just an affordable way you can do it. But by tracking it and looking at your speed each and every week, you know you're going to be making that progression, all right? Even just once a week, you are guaranteed to start getting better. Your nervous system's going to get used to the speed. You can then produce it more on the golf course. Here we go, 350 is coming. So now we've spoken about raw speed. We've spoken about the body generating power and speed that's going to put the ball out there. But now we're going to talk about optimizing that. Now we're going to talk about quality mechanics. Because without this part, you could be wasting so much horsepower. You could be leaking so much distance from the golf ball. And if I'm honest, this is what makes the tour pros so good. This is what makes the likes of Rory McIlroy such a consistent long driver on tour. I mean, Rory, he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, but his swing is the most efficient. He is getting the best out of the golf ball. And this is what you have to start doing. Now we've worked on our body to make sure it's got the mobility, it's got the power, we're able to get our body in the right positions. We've now got to bed them in. We've now got to make sure we're doing that. I would first of all make sure you've got a good golf coach, someone to keep you accountable, someone to actually show you where you're leaking this distance. And if, guess what, you're not sure who to go to, drop a comment down below. I know plenty, all right? Lee, my golf coach, is amazing, but also one of my good mates, Luke, is also brilliant. Please comment down below and I'll put you in touch. But mechanics are so important. If you haven't got these down, you're just gonna be trying way harder than you need when, wow, you could just be hitting 350 bombs easily by the fact you've just tweaked a few of your mechanics. So now we've got the body right, you now need to start doing the hard work of going to the range, dialing in the mechanic, getting the right positions on that club, and really optimizing what you are doing. So get the raw speed, and then I want you to polish it, okay? I want you to make it more efficient. And don't worry, you can do all of these at the same time. Don't just focus on this and then do this. Build them at the same time because they can develop all at once. So now you've got it. You've got the 3 pillars of what it takes to actually average over 350 off the tee. And if you want to see a lovely example of me doing that, then go and watch this video. That's right, we've got 2 arrows. So I hope you're going to be hitting 350 bombs soon, and I'll see you on the next one.